Hello. I very quickly discovered why shopping camp is not used for this frigging lyrium grind, and that's because the little bastard charges more than in Denerim. All those ingredients actually end up making a loss. I had to go back and forth between the Mage Tower and Denerim anyway. Just annoying. I had to kick Wynne and Alistair out of the party because Wynne's frigging side quest triggered the first trip there, and then I reloaded and removed her from the party when I arrived in Denerim. Alistair's frigging one triggered, which was just perfect. But I think I got enough gold out of it in the end.
You really killed all those abominations? I'm sure you need supplies after that, don't you?
Anyway, there's a lot of potions. I already had some of them. Oh well.
It shall be done.
Shop on the docks. That's the Mage Collective guy.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today? Of course. What would you like?
Having money to burn is wonderful. May as well just buy everything more. Can I just camp? Map.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Discount my ass. Charge more than anywhere else, you little shit. Not that much of a problem at this point. 10:30. Over all this stuff later. I will pick up you and you. Do 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 do. Money.
Yes.
Indeed, yes.
You are going to be shit on. Ugh, don't fucking watch a bloody fireball. Whatever fucking thing was a piece of fucking trash. Load. I had to deal with
Yes.
that shit.
Indeed, yes.
What do we fucking well say before all this shit? Yeah. Seeing us like fucking Okay, go fuck yourself, game. Fucking mage. Fucking mage. Every single time it's a fucking
Yes.
mage.
Indeed, yes.
And you wanna do this shit, we fucking do this shit. All of you. This way. Move. 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 Bastard. Magic user standing up on a goddamn cliff. Out of range.
Shall we done? Very well.
That was interesting. And draining.
What was that? Did you summon the spirit?
I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little.
That makes sense.
Anyway, I feel quite all right now. And it seems that my little trick could be useful in a pinch.
I don't want you exerting yourself.
I promise I'll be careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
Getting all his bodies. Fine, whatever. I could specialize as ranger. Not gonna happen. Dexter. That's quite a way away. Save it for now. Anyway. The shop's over here. Hello. Okay.
I shall do it.
If it isn't the hero of the day, what can I get you? Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
You're welcome here, friend. What can I do for you? You're welcome to whatever I have, obviously. I'm at your service.
Okay, that's these shops raided.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
I'll how massacred my family. Duncan helped me escape.
Arl Rendon Howe? The Earl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you?
I am the son of Bryce Cousland, Tian of Highever.
You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea. My lord?
Don't. I'm just a Grey Warden now.
Yes, I suppose so. You can no longer have a title, can you? But that does not mean you must forget utterly where you came from. Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden?
I just wish my house did not have to fall.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be. I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
I don't know. Does it have to mean something?
I just wanted to know what you thought being a Grey Warden was about. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men. And you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
So in a way, having power confines you.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome. What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose to help you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about demons?
I could sense the demons too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Do spirits watch people like that?
I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
You're very lucky.
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
And also in your fight with Petra's demon.
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
Glad you think traveling with me is worthy of your time.
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging.
I'll hold you to that promise.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help. What's on your mind?
There's something we can do to cure you.
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
You're a little dead.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
Don't fear death. It's the dying that scares me.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content, it is enough.
I think it depends on the person you are.
Ah, human nature. You are right. Some people will never be content and will always want more. I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the Fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we? What's on your mind?
Finally. Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
What did you do?
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
I can see how this could be trouble.
What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
And what did he think of you?
Oh, I dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to Anarin?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Why didn't they just bring him back to the tower?
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
That was cruel of them.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed in Aaron. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find the Dalish.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
Maybe his sacrifice was worthwhile.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
And that's when his quest started.
Very well.
Yes.
Indeed, yes.
Where am I now, anyway? Wycliffe? Retrack Soldier's Peak. I wonder if they did set up a shop there.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. Even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
What do you think of Sophia?
King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero.
Keep looks a lot different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
Any trouble with Avernus?
I've not a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself, but I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower. Certainly.
File that. Yeah, storage chest. Neat.
You? You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
You're Livy's brother? Not much of a family resemblance.
I have a family full of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong.
You're a weaponsmith, then?
Indeed. I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
In my travels I found this strange metal in a crater.
This is star metal. If you give this to me, I will craft for you a thing of legend.
How much would it cost me?
Nothing. My family owes you much.
Star metal longsword. That sounds perfect.
And so it shall be. It is done. I call this blade Starfang. May it serve you well. I must rest after my exertions. Warden?
No, don't have the strength to use it. The health regeneration is wonderful. Yeah, keep it like that for now.
Warden?
And... okay. Right then.
As you say.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Seeing as we're in Denerim now, I'm wondering if we might be able to look someone up.
You have a friend outside the Grey Wardens?
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But, after I became a Great Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Have you contacted her?
No. I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. warn her about the danger, I don't know.
What are you expecting she will do?
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about her except her name and where she lives. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
That's this quest started.
What is it? I have work to do.
Even out here from your master.
What does it say? Ah, I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Which quest that was, but okay.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian scented oils in all of Denerim. For a lady friend, perhaps? Roses can open any woman's heart, you know.
Want something more practical.
And smelling good is not? Ferelden is no longer full of barbarians. People judge with their noses as well as their ears and eyes. But you look more armed than most of my patrons. Perhaps you seek the armor smith, Wade. Then to the south? He is quite the artiste, yes?
To go. Yeah, they're not going to be shops, huh?
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
Yes, let's do that.
Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Gordana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
He's telling the truth. Listen to him.
Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
Not the Alistair's fault, is it?
And who in the Maker's name are you? Some servant of his to carry all his riches, I expect.
Hey, don't speak to him that way. He's my friend. And a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Go down. Alistair came here hoping to find his family.
Well? So he's found it. I'm his sister. But what are you to me, boy? Except the one who took my mother away, hmm?
You think I wished her dead? I never wanted that. I didn't have the life you think I did, Goldana.
I suppose not. A bastard is still a bastard, isn't he? But... brother or no, I've got 5 mouths to feed and no time to spare until they are.
And let me promise you this, Goldana. I'll do whatever I can, speak to whomever I have to ensure you and your children are taken care of.
That sounds all well and fine. But you'll have to forgive me if I don't exactly hold my breath.
You have my promise. I can't give you more than that. Let's go. I want to go. Goodbye, sister. Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I lived up to my promise, I suppose, but this is the family I've been wondering about all my life? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot.
There it is. Everyone is out for themselves. You should learn that.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I should. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
There we are. Tiny bit down.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you? Certainly.
Nothing much. Okay. Back to properly do that when I properly come to this place.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven... Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road. Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Berserker menu?
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Another time of the arcade. Okay. I'll do for an initial little look around in Denerim.
Something on your mind?
Much freaking crap here. I have to get rid of my size. Do I have Alistair's mother's anywhere in here? Nope. Yeah, they're joining each other anyway. Where was it?
I could get used to this, you know.
All carved statuette.
I could get used to this, you know.
Stone dragons statuette. In here somewhere.
Is that for me? Really? Wow. Wow.
White runestone.
Is that for me? Really? Something on your mind?
Here's his feast day gift.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Grey One puppet. I think this is the one. My notes say.
Something on your mind? I could get used to this, you know.
There we are, maxed out.
You know, I've been thinking.
What have you been thinking about?
Back when we left Goldana's, you told me I needed to look out for myself more than I do. I'm beginning to think you were right. I need to stop letting everyone else make my decisions for me. I need to take a stand and think about myself for a change, or I'm never going to be happy.
It's about time, I say.
Then from this point on, I'll be looking out for myself more. I should have done this a long time ago. I just wanted to thank you. You've been a great friend through all of this. The one bright spot in everything that's happened.
You're a good friend too.
Let's go. We've got a lot left to do.
Right. That's Alistair taken care of. Do. Morrigan. God, look at that. Minus 15. Terrible. Terribly ordered. Where are you? Thursday's Grace.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much. Yes? Well, here I am.
You were a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales
Of
to
course
share?
I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think. Which one? It will come to you soon, I'm sure.
Yes, well, I heal them all, shouldn't I?
Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. And their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris. Which one? I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in a land of their own.
Hello. Didn't last?
The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. they resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a wholly exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish. Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
And how did Andraste die?
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Mafarath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Mafarath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Mafarath made a pact with the Archon Hysarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter.
But Tevinter has a chantry, doesn't it?
The Tevinter chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hysarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over his hands, he became one of the faithful. Dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was forced to do so to stay in power. We will never know for sure.
All of them.
Yes?
Right. And Anna. Don't I have the blue satin shoes at the moment? Or I do have them, okay.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
On Civil of Andraste?
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much. Oh, how dear of you. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Ah, there we are. Minstrels and spies. I heard that in Olay, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
Someone told me this a long time ago.
And you believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
What's the difference?
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Patron? What sort of patron?
Nobles, mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the Empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
You were a bard, weren't you?
I have revealed too much, it seems, but it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
Why are you living Why were you a living cloistered sister in rural Ferelden?
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here. Something I can help with?
Can you teach me to be a bard?
That's an idea. I've watched you, and I do think you'd find some of my skills quite easy to pick up. Let's just go over there, away from the others, for safety, yes? I expect there shall be daggers flying about willy-nilly for a time. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
What was Cecile like?
She was an elderly lady, very refined and proper. She had impeccable manners and taste, more so than a lot of Orlesian ladies. Cecily was also kind. My mother was unmarried and with child. It was scandalous, and Cecily had every right to turn my mother out. She didn't. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
You miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val-Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val-Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val-Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sort of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs. And shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Olay is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes... Living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
What's so special about shoes?
Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Oh, that sounds so lovely.
I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in pale blue silk with amber beads on the toe. The shoes made in Olay were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
At least they keep the cold out.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
Hey.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Want to tell me about Marjolaine then?
Which one? It will come to you soon, I'm sure.
Okay. Right. Now do I have to have a map encounter first, or...
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount. Right thing. White gloves for a mage. Mage. Olivia. Right. Much in the way of actual frigging armor here, though, is there?
Okay then. Useful for a while.
As you say.
Let's
Yes.
Yes.
shove her in the party. Enough trips back and forth between dinner and here anyway.
Will you stop eating?
I'm hungry.
Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
I wanted to listen some more. Oh well.
It's a trap.
Bugger.
Enemy. He's approaching. We must fight. Another down.
I never liked this part. Enough!
Send this.
You're wearing. Damn it, going
Let's end this. Let's make this quick.
I'm about to die. Do I have any? Do I have any?
If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
We forced our hand.
Best be wary. As you say. Get over. Continue.
Is that all you've got?
Dead again.
There.
Well, that was a treat, gonna. Okay.
I shall do it. Look there, a cunning trap.
Trap right ahead.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
Okay.
It is begun.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
Why?
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Hunted? What for?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
How did she betray you?
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
Slightly different to what actually happened there. Whatever. More documents?
It turns out that they were. My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevara and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Most countries don't appreciate treason.
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
What happened then?
The Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
How did you get out?
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
So you came to Ferelden, to Lothering?
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
Right. Now there should be the random mapping counter. Let's get the damn thing out of the way. At least it should occur now anyway.
Yes.
Indeed. Indeed.
Our enemies ahead.
This is offer. Is regret still there?
Yes.
Yes. Indeed.
Okay. Taking more of this idiotic thing to do.
He's approaching.
Get up. Move.
Let's make this quick. Damn it. I hate.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Alistair, why did you... You're pissing me off now.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Being annoying and fucking survive.
Enemy. He's approaching. Has he begun?
I think I can't trigger, can I? Alistair. Me off. Fucking stay up.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Say, fucking stop interfering when I'm doing a fucking move, you fucking piece of fucking shit. You! Back over there! God. Fucking sake, Alistair. Jesus fucking Christ. Great, you don't fucking have that. Of course you fucking... Fucking hell. God fucking sake, this is annoying. That mage needs to fuck the hell off of that goddamn fucking embankment.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Stupid ass fucking fight. Fucking fireball trap there, why I can't fucking disarm it.
He's approaching.
Stop fucking dying in 2 fucking milliseconds, Alistair. Pissing me off. It's fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. It should have been fucking over by now. For the first fucking time I fought it, but no. Fucking mage up there has to be a fucking pain in the fucking arse. Oh, fuck the hell off like it damn well should.
He's approaching.
Fun. Stop dying so fucking quickly, Alistair. Jesus fucking Christ. Back a little fucking further. Fucking will fucking heal everyone fucking up. But no, can't fucking have that because that would be fucking sensible. You! Stop fucking firing at me. Stop being shit. Fucking kill me, bloody archer. You heal again, even though you fucking shouldn't have to. Just fucking disappears for no fucking reason. Fucking stay alive. Heal yourself. Of course you fucking do. Why would you fucking heal yourself? That would be fucking sensible. Fucking sense. Do what you are told. Fucking. Get up idiot. Fucking iron health all the goddamn time, don't we? Heal yourself.
We must fight. Let us do. Do it quickly.
Oh, for fuck's sake, get up! Now! Stop fucking falling over for no fucking reason! That fucking dog.
Don't give them the advantage.
You. God fucking sake.
Have you no concern for your own existence? Away with you!
Up.
By the maker!
Still can't fucking use it. God. This has been a goddamn fucking trip.
Very well. We must fight. Let us do it quickly. Come, let us end this.
Stop. Don't kill him.
What? Why not?
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
Who is trying to kill Liliana?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
Your life for information, then.
I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Yes, go. Be grateful for your life.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Why now?
Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
What do you wish to do?
She needs to answer for what she's done to me. If we are ever in Denerim, I would like to seek her out.
Go as soon as possible.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
That fucking quest was a... Alistair has 2 injuries, Liliana has 1. Fucking terrible. All of it. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, that fucking fight was terrible. Been half decent and let me retreat a bit further down this path. You know, that I can easily fucking go down to get out of their ambush range. It would have been better.
Very well.
Then I could have forced them to come to me. Oh, got to block you off here, so you're fucking in line of fire permanently. Can't fucking have you being tactical about it. Just got to sponge all the fucking damage up and brute force your way through. Hey. Let's go into Denerim as well. To do winds, I need to go to the forest. Liliana's passed. Western side of the market district. Okay. You still... Yeah.
Denerim. If we have time, I would like to look for Marjolaine. We have a score to settle.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards.
Who hasn't? They are quite famous after all.
The stories I heard were a little racier. It had to do with how a bard assassinated her target. How they were lulled into complacency.
If those stories were true, who would ever agree to entertain a bard in their court?
Oh, I don't know. There's a certain allure to danger, isn't there? And besides, you couldn't all be assassins, could you? I'd take my chances. If the stories were true, that is.
We had rules about that sort of thing. Strict rules.
Such as? You're not gonna tell me, are you?
Let's just say I had plenty of reasons to join the Chantry, shall we? And leave it at that.
It's a trap.
Where is the trap exactly? Really need to say these things.
Liliana! Ah, so lovely to see you again, my dear. Spare me the pleasantries. I know you're... Oh, you must excuse the shabby accommodations. I try to be a good host, but you see what I have to work with. This country smells like wet dog everywhere. I cannot get the smell out. Even now it is in my hair, my clothes. Ugh.
Why did you send assassins after Liliana?
So businesslike, your companion. You framed me, had me caught, and tortured. I thought that in Ferelden I would be free of you, but it seems I am not. What happened to make you hate me so? Why do you want me dead so badly?
Dead? Nonsense. I know you, my Liliana. I know what you are capable of. 4 or 5 men you can dispatch easily. They were sent to give you cause to come to me. And see, here you are.
Could have just sent her a letter.
Ignore what she says. She's lying. I know how she works. What are you up to, Marjolaine? Why are you in Ferelden?
In truth, you have knowledge that you can use against me. For my own safety, I cannot let you be. It is you think I did not know where you were? Did you think I would not watch, my Liliana? What is she up to, I thought? The quiet life, the peasant clothes, hair ragged and messy like a boy. This is not her. You were planning something, I told myself, so I watched. But no letters were sent, no messages, you barely spoke to anyone. Clever, Liliana, very clever. You almost had me fooled. But then, you left the Chantry so suddenly. What conclusion should I draw? You tell me.
You think I left because of you? You think I still have some plan for revenge? You are insane, paranoid.
Not everything is about you, Marjolaine.
Oh, is that what you think? If I were you, I would believe nothing she says. Not a one. She will use you. You look at her and you see a simple girl, a friend, trusting and warm. It is an act.
I am not you, Marjolaine. I left because I didn't want to become you.
Oh, but you are me. You cannot escape it. No one will understand you the way I do, because we are one and the same. Do you know why you were a master manipulator, Liliana? It is because you enjoyed the game. You reveled in the power it gave you. You cannot change or deny this.
I trust Liliana, no matter what you say.
Thank you. You will not threaten me or my friends again, Marjolaine. I want you out of my life forever.
Liliana has put the past behind her. You should too.
Leave Ferelden. Go back to Orlais and never return. What you do is no longer my concern.
I see. I will go, for now. But you carry a dangerous secret of mine, Liliana. It is not over. Not for us.
She's gone. I don't know what to think. She said it wasn't over. No, she was lying. She won't come back. I need some time to myself. We will talk later.
Wink. Right then. Map. Right, that should be what quest done.
there something you wanted to talk about?
I'd like to talk about what happened today.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
Do share?
I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
Is there anything I can do?
You are already helping so much by listening to me. I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
He would have attacked you there eventually.
Maybe, but that is not the point. I was a different person there. I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. Even now, I feel some regret at not ending her life in order to protect my own.
What's important is that you didn't act on it.
What we're doing. What we've done. Hunted men down. Killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
Marjolaine chose who she became, so can you?
How can you be so sure?
You left the Chantry to help others. That means something.
Do you really think so? Hearing you say that gives me comfort. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider. Thank you for listening to me. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Okay. Any more Liliana specific gifts I've got lying around? Just a silver symbol. How do I still? Definitely don't know. Okay. Liliana's is...
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Bat loot, really? Okay.
That's a wonderful thought. Right. I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you?
We need to talk.
Of course.
What do you do when this is all over?
I have not given this a lot of thought. What will I do? We've traveled far and wide. Does it need to end?
It's so wonderful to hear you say that.
There's so much out there. Adventures to be had and stories to be told. I want to be part of it all. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. You're welcome to come along if you like.
When you put it that way, how can I say no?
It is settled then. You and I wandering the world, seeking our fortunes. I can't wait. I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you? Of course.
Had some rumors about Orlesian spies.
There are many rumors about spies, Orlesian or otherwise. What are you referring to exactly?
Say that you will do almost anything to achieve your goals.
I admit I have done many despicable things in my lifetime. I do what I have to do. So do you. So does everybody. Sometimes we must do terrible things to get what we want. If it is any consolation, I always try to use non-violent means to achieve my ends.
What sort of non-violent means?
Some bards rely on torture to get what they want. It works effectively, as many will bend under the threat of bodily harm. But there are better ways, more subtle and kind. You will be surprised how easily a person will open up to you, even if all you offer is a listening ear. People respond eagerly to others who they believe understand them. They seek approval, friendship, sometimes love. This can be exploited.
Good to know.
It is a game, one that can be won with little bloodshed if one plays well.
You thought it was a game?
Isn't it? Everyone can be seduced by the right woman. The trick is predicting who she is and becoming her. Master the game, and no one can resist you.
And would you say that you've mastered this game?
If I might be so bold, yes, I was quite good at it. Sometimes, all I had to do was toss a glance and a smile. Men read promises into such things, and will go to great lengths to see that promise fulfilled.
Maybe you could smile at the blight and tell it to go away.
I could... what? Oh, aren't you funny? I see your point. We will slay this darkspawn using conventional means, pointy sticks and all that. But come, it is getting late, and there is much to be done. I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you? Of course.
Right. Let's Lily are done for now. Morgan. Need a lot of work. Black Grimoire.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
What do you hope to find within it?
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Still -3. Fine. Right. I don't think we have that, all that. But slightly annoying, but I'm gonna do Awesome, golden rope. There we go. And down. Oh my god. Why do I have none of the damn things? All the chain?
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Ooh, what is this thing?
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay, thankfully Morrigan's quest is all talking. Right. He wants the Alistair doll. And I should grab some waffle cake. Grab 10 of them now. Inadvertently break anything.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. I await your command.
So, life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
Then, did they speak back?
Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
I have a hard time picturing you heartbroken.
That is because I learned my lesson well. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely. but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality. I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not.
Why not?
I was told to accompany you and to help you, and that I shall. This may extend to the teaching of my mother's skills in time. For now, I simply do not know you well enough. I promise nothing. I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
Do you want to leave?
If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do not ask such pointless questions.
Gah. Stop being a bitch, Morrigan.
Interesting. 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 Interesting.
Now you're maxed out. What you gonna do now?
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Mine.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not.
Perhaps you better find the desire then.
Perhaps you should dispense with your threats. I will pass on my... I await your command.
Morrigan is such a goddamn pain in the goddamn ass.
Interesting. Interesting.
Anyway. That's all done now. I just have to wait for her to get through the fricking boat to stage her quest.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Where am I? Where should I go? Traveling from place to place to get a freaking thing done.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
What did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Yet you look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
Let me guess. She drinks blood, eats children?
That is closer to the truth than you might think. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
So why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
If she died, she would have another daughter.
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities? Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korkari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
What do you intend to do about it?
There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Very well, I'll help you if I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Korkari wilds without me. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to possess my body right then, so I must remain at the camp. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
There's that quest. Right. What's your magnet? Oh. Can't use killing stuff or the blood dragon armor. Yes. Fucking typical. Right, let's go literally poke the dragon, shall we?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, to die horribly.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
I dance to your tune instead?
Why dance at all? Why not sing? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
She knows how you extend your unnatural lifespan.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
What do you propose?
Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
What happens to you?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
Think she will believe that?
We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do.
What do I get out of it?
You get to keep her for a time.
Question 2. Can do that if you don't. Yeah, forget it.
Shame. What will it be then?
How you die?
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come, she will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Dead. I'm dead. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. Yep. Ain't doing that fight yet. It was worth a look though. Shale, your quest is unlocked in the Anvil of the Void, regardless of everything else, so really matter. I don't have Ogren yet. Do we have any other things for her? The amethyst, the diamond, the emerald, garnet. Only have the greenstone.
Ooh, shiny.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to... I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Hit rock. Shale. Whatever.
Ooh, shiny.
Herbert.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I. I'm sure you...
I could just wait to get the laid out, whatever. More. Shale. Shale.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine. I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
You just skip up.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done.
So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak. I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
That's super. Thanks, Shale.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
My father was the 10 of Highover.
Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
And we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Win, 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 win. You need to give you any of your gifts, did I? Ugh, this list is really fucked up. Painting of the Rebel Queen.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Frame still alive?
I am impressed. My thanks. Unexpected. Thank you.
Right, and...
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure.
Stanzas... Quinari prayers.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Yeah.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Thanks, I guess?
You're welcome.
Why did you come to Ferelden?
I was sent to be the eyes of the Antom. The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
Don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
Are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Let's go.
As you wish. You called.
Wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on.
What were you doing in that cage?
Does it matter? Very well. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Exactly what happened?
I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
What happened to the other Canary?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke, I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
Probably dropped it on the battlefield.
Perhaps. I searched for it, and when that failed, I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And then?
I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
Panicked over a lost blade?
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Can't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did you fight the Darkspawn?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Great. That was nice and quick. No, it's in Red Cliffs.
Yes.
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 Fairly big lake at that. It's in a house somewhere here, so... And if I can remember which house it is. Good lord, I haven't solved the damn thing.
Phew, some fight. Reminds me why I left Orzammar in the first place.
Thank you for helping with the bell.
Hey, anything for Redcliffe, right? Whatever. First thing I'm gonna do is get some sleep. For about a week. Go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. You won, right? You're a hero. Or something. Go celebrate or whatever you have to do.
What do you intend to do now?
Rebuild. Same thing I intended to do before. Except this time, there's more humans left alive to help. First thing I'm gonna do is get some sleep. For about a week. Go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. You won, right? You're a hero. Or something.
As you say.
Thing.
As you say. I shall do it.
Good day. These are terrible times. Just terrible.
Friggin' start talking to people.
Back off! I was here first.
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
Only if it's a canary blade.
A Q what?
It would probably be large and unwieldy.
Well, honestly, I don't have any swords. The spot was picked pretty clean when I got here. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it, I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where is he now?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ha!
Okay. Kind of some wrinkle in my plans for a while. Oh well, I got the quest started, so
You have my thanks.
it really matters.
You have my thanks.
Win, 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 win. How many your gifts do I have in here? That. Could be either of them.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
True profit. Win.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
The amulet of name.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
Pop is already all the way up. Lebron. Even leather boots? Nope. Danish glove. I can see. Medium gold bar. Now I've got a small one there. Medium silver.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
Ooh. You don't have a quest normally. Do it in the general order of the game getting unlocked right.
You and your friends are formidable folk indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll...
Delivering. And even brandy, really. It works.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
Oink.
How nice.
Oink.
How nice.
Oink. Oink.
How nice. How nice.
Right.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well.
My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Does your oath expire then?
Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
Not at all. You could go if you wanted.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
Why wouldn't you go if you had the chance?
How should I know? I cannot see the future. What if I liked it here? What if we became fond of each other? Stranger things have happened.
I suppose that's true.
See? I have a tendency to grow on others. You'll see. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes? What say you?
Can you teach others to be an assassin?
I suppose the crows are already furious, yes? What harm is another tweak to their nose? If you wish to be trained in the basics of an assassin, I can certainly show you. Or anyone else who is also a rogue. It shall be fun. I will make it fun. I promise.
There's the assassin specialization. It freaking lost. Don't need to do this now. I just really wanted to sneeze.
As you say.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Blast and damnation.
Indeed.
Run up to Soldier's Peak. There's in the goddamn chest up there. I didn't hear that.
Our family owes you a great deal.
Very well.
Right then. Oh, well, that took entirely too long. But aside from Ogren, who I don't have yet, and the other one, who I don't have yet. That is the character quests either done or started. Nice. Don't have to worry about them for a while. That's going to be a permanent pain in the arse. Right. So, anyway, that will be all for now, and we'll finally get on with the actual frigging quests tomorrow. We're going to the, Dalish. Yeah. That, though, will be all for now, so... bye!